Hello and welcome to the PM Show, your weekly roundup of all what's new and going on in the hobby world. How's it going then, gentlemen?
Yeah. So after here, we'll see who's going first.
Definitely. We're all doing very well. Another busy week at the PM store.
Yeah, it has been.
Definitely,
Yeah, definitely. Things coming in. Lots of things coming in, actually. I'm trying in cardboard at the minute.
Yes.
Loads of stock coming in. And loads of stock going back out as well, which is always nice.
Always good. As I say, as we always say, it's a little bit feast or famine at the moment with stock levels and new things being released and things like that. And at the moment, we're definitely in a bit of an uphill climb because lots of stuff came in last week, literally after we finished doing the show. You know, within an hour of us doing the recording of that, I'm getting a phone call saying, it's all here. Do it again. No.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, literally.
It was the Phantom behind you.
Yes.
Literally turned up. So, loads of stuff going off, loads of stuff coming in, loads of restocks as well. So I don't know if we're over the hill of actually, being back to normal, shall we say, for stuff coming in. We'll see in the next couple of months. But so far, we're not.
Saying that, did you see on the news last night the Evergreen, the boat that got stuck in the canal, turned up yesterday at Felixstowe, wasn't it?
4 months late, so I wonder if anything's on that
yeah.
companies have been waiting for.
It looked very empty when it turned up. There wasn't a lot left on it. So
Well, we're not the first port to call though, are we? So it's been...
No. It's off to Hamburg today, I think. So
Has he been to Rotterdam?
I don't know.
No.
Probably, I think he's come to us first. That'll be there next. But I know it's off to Hamburg, isn't it, and all the rest of it. So. But yeah, so anyway, it might be a load of kits on there that have been missing and tools and stuff from that Far East. You never know, seeing that most of it comes from that way.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I know like Hobbyco's had a lot of containers come in one after another. So hopefully the Tamiya stuff will be now back to some normal levels. Obviously, because you've got some new Zvezda in, as we were championing them.
Yes.
The other week, weren't we?
That's it. So what we got down here is the 72nd Hurricane.
New tool.
It'd be interesting to put that up, obviously, against its competitor, which is going to be the Armour Hobby one, isn't it?
Well, I think it's in a different category. I mean, this retails at £8.50.
I was going to say, the price is the biggest difference. This is a lot cheaper.
It says snap kit, no glue required, so...
But, I don't know.
Perfect for us, then.
But,
yeah, but it looks well detailed.
I'll tell you what, it's pretty detailed. I know Nathan built one of their little 7-second kits. I don't know if it was a 190 or a stoop or something or other anyway. And it says it was a really nice little kit. So I said, look, when I come down, I'm going to bring one so you can have a look. I think
nice.
it's £8.50.
Oh, bargain, yeah.
It's kind of pocket money now again, isn't it? That?
It is.
And again, if it's aimed at the younger modelers or just for people coming back into the hobby, it's a nice little starter kit. And it's Hurricane and not Spitfire, which is a change,
nice.
isn't it? Let's be honest.
So obviously the next one up is like something we've been after for absolutely ages, and everyone's been asking about it, and eventually the sheep have turned up.
The flock have turned up.
The flock of sheep have arrived.
So Sean the sheep's arrived.
Think of the diorama possibilities.
Do you know what? My brain's ticking. It really is. You get Bell.
Yes. And you get little lambs as well and all the rest of it.
You could do a Dormish Jadara.
Yes, that's it. You get a little sheepdog running around and yeah.
What I'm thinking of that.
Yeah, we're not thinking of the late night ones with the Velcro gloves. Wearing your wellies.
I tell you what, you've got to give me your kudos for originality.
Oh yes, I don't know of anybody else who's done a flock of sheep.
So they've got the pigeons and the sheep now. So I reckon we might get seagulls next, or
pigs. Pigsty with pigs coming.
They do a pig
cows
with some German soldiers.
That's what I was doing the other day.
Yeah, you were well, yeah.
You were fiddling with a piglet the other day.
Yeah,
they have. I've got my little pig. He's all primed up with my soldiers.
Now Matt orders the stuff, and I put the stuff into stock onto the website, and I saw those because he said, "Can you put this in stock?" And I'm going through it all, and I thought, "Sheep, new arrivals." Well, that's good into new arrivals.
It is.
That's good into new arrivals.
It needs to be. It's pride of place in new arrivals. The sheep.
It is. Definitely. So anyway, so if you are, I'd grab them. It's probably a hot product that will be. He'll be selling out soon, sheep.
Yeah.
So the other ones as well, obviously, finally, genuinely, it's in. Sorry, my screen's slightly off. Hold on, let me just. I need to just do this. For some reason, I've clipped. That's it. We want to go there. The 109 is finally in. So it's a 109. The world's seen hundreds of G6 109s over the years, but the big difference with this one is obviously it's 1/35th scale, not 32nd.
Yeah.
So this is something where border models have decided to. I don't know if they're going to champion in it all the way. I'm sure they'll sit back in a year's time, look at the figures to see how they stack up. Was it worth doing on this scale? But again, it's a question that's come up time and time and time in a lot of our live shows. Why do we have certain scales? And again, when you've got armour that being 35th scale, but your aircraft are always 32nd normally. So it is that, there's not much in it, but there's enough for it to look a little bit odd. So, anyway, border models have championed this, I think, and decided that, you know what, we're going to do World War II fighter. So all your dioramas, your Kettengrads and all the rest of it now can go alongside this with your little dioramas and things. So, yeah, good on them.
These first ones we've had in limited edition ones, get a few little extras with them, don't you?
Yeah, you get the figures, don't you? To get
some other bits and bobs as well. Sure.
Sheep? Get sheep with it?
No, we don't get any sheep. There you go.
Nice.
So you get a pilot figure and a standing figure. I think it's a bit potluck what you get, if I remember, isn't it?
Yeah. When we spoke about it before, we're not sure, if they're in some type of order or range.
But one of them as well. So you get the photo etch.
Yeah, you get photo etch. Is that round?
Rockets or
and a propeller. So you don't know. Every box I presume is going to be different. So
right.
We'll find out what's in this one at the weekend because Matt's going to do a review of it.
No, Matt's.
Yes, watch the live review. No.
A little bit. No, Matt's not going to do a review of it. Bill's going to do a review of it.
Oh, I thought, no, you're doing it. You and Nathan are going to do a side-by-side kit review because you know what you're talking about and we know nothing about. So we will sit on this side of the studio like this.
Yeah. A round of applause.
Heckling you.
Heckling. No, I'm going to get Nathan to do it because he's the Luftwaffe leader.
Well, that's it. Well, you can be with him.
But
somebody's going to review it over the weekend.
Somebody will review it.
Somebody will review it this weekend, yes.
It'll be interesting to see. Like I say, I know they're going to do they're about doing a Stuka in 35th.
Yes.
So
as long as it's not too late on Saturday night, we'll be fine.
Or it might be better. Who knows?
That'll be better. We'll be more relaxed. So we'll see. Like I say, we'll see if they carry on with the trend.
But also, really, what we want to know is how that stacks up against the competition, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
As you say, G6s, they're pretty common.
Yeah.
But as I say, in this one as well, I know obviously the scale is the big difference with this one. It's the only one out there, as far as I'm aware, in 35th.
Yeah.
So it will be interesting to see also how detailed it is and, what it actually looks like. So the border models normally are quite, a safe catch, aren't they?
Yeah, the armour kit's lovely, to be honest. So that's... I've seen a few pictures of it and it does look nice, so like I say, it's see on the review, to be honest. I think take scale out of it, it's still a 109, and if it's a nice one then happy days, isn't it? So
but you heard it here first, everyone. This could be the turning point where suddenly manufacturers are thinking, well, perhaps we should be releasing now 35th scale stuff to go along with the armour, and then that way we have armour and sort of aircraft all have a specific scale.
Well, yeah. I'm surprised somebody's not done it years ago. I think people have tried and it's not
standardised the system.
Just standardised it, yeah. I know, like I say, with aircraft, it's all over armours, pretty straightforward, isn't it?
You've got a Rebel 32nd G6 Will?
Yes.
Yes, I have. Yes.
Oh, cool. We'll have to dig that out and have a look at the size differences between them.
Yeah. And also, yeah, we can do that, definitely. Yes, I can do that. We will. We do a side-by-side comparison so we can show exactly the differences. I'll say I've got loads of 48 scale. I'm just looking actually 32nd. I thought I had the Edard one somewhere, but I don't. So, yes.
Yeah, definitely. Interested to see what they've done with it. And then obviously we can see we've got the big gun. A big gun.
Can you not pronounce it?
No, I don't even know where it is. You just it's down the bottom, look.
Callistia.
Well, it could be worse. You could be trying to read the top.
Yeah, just read this.
It sounds like out of Game of Thrones.
It is. It is a monster, isn't it? What chassis is that on? Is that a T90 chassis?
2, 4, 6.
I don't know. Could
What it is a
T8,
2S35. That's what that is.
Could be T8. I don't know. What chassis is it
I
on?
think it's length and whatever it is. I don't think it's 4, 5. I think they're 5 wheels. That's got 6. Sure, it's a length and chassis, whatever it is.
No, it would have to be because it's
Well,
massive.
it's good. Yeah, it could have its own chassis. So. Dude, no. I wonder if it's thingy. What was that? Mister, is it based on? Like its predecessor that we've got. Zvezda did that. The MISTA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Meister thing, yeah.
Meister, not Mister, whatever they call it. But again, that was a massive sort of self-propelled howitzer, weren't it?
Yeah.
We'll have to compare, I reckon. But
Definitely.
again, it's a bit of a unit.
That's a huge unit, isn't it? It looks like the mouse.
Yeah.
So, but no, that's a huge. I know I've watched a thing on Russia Today. If people ever watch that, and they've done a program all about that unit, and it's a monster. I think they claim it's got the longest range of any self-propelled job. So, but no, it is an absolute monster. Cool.
Yeah.
And again, only £39, so a bit of a bargain.
Yeah, again, it's into that thing with Zvezda again, isn't it? It's
Keenly priced.
keenly priced, on the money.
It is. Yeah. To
You
be
know.
honest, I always say Zvezda, it's one of those things. It's a bit like, how much would you like to pay for it?
Yeah.
You get because Zvezda's normally around about, you think, yeah, 40 quid for a tank, that's a good price. You know, I'm happy to have a go at that. And then usually, like this truck, you get really surprised of how good it is because you think for 40 quid, it shouldn't be that good. I don't know how much this truck is. Do we know off the top of it?
I think they're 30 quid or 32.
Yeah, so, you know, again, for the amount of joy I've physically had putting this little guy together and how well it's gone together, it's been flawless all the way through, and the fit is absolutely clinical. It is beautifully done. It just literally clicks, falls together, you know, and you don't expect it for sort of 30 quid. You think you'd have a bit of flash and a bit of tidy up and perhaps a little bit of filler required, and you don't mind doing that because it's a cheaper kit. But as you say, as kits now are progressing to 50 as a standard price and 75, 100 for the bigger scales, things like that. But yeah, no, Zvezda always seem to come out with really good kits, nicely detailed, and again, this got a lovely detail as well, so enjoying it.
I would say, like I say, for the price, you'd be probably looking other manufacturers 60, 70 quid.
Absolutely,
perhaps.
yeah.
Easy for the size of the tank. So yeah, it's a good price. We're again going back to the Hurricane for £8.50. It's
Can't go wrong, can you? Really, at the end of the day.
it's cheap.
Yes.
Another thing we've had in, which I'm going to bring down to show, which is not really going to show up on cam, but we've got some Tamiya scissors. We've actually got the decal scissors back in as well because we sold out of them after you did your little thing. They went really fast, but some's just come in yesterday. But these are for photo etch scissors.
Oh, right. So
So
they
actually,
must
I
have some
didn't know
good
this
strength
did.
to them.
Yeah, and they've got a bit of a curve on them. So you can bend in, you know.
Yeah.
Boy, you could use them for cutting your nails as well.
Oh yeah, you could do for manicure, pedicure, and
Do
all
you
that.
think that's probably what they are? Posh nail scissors.
If they're anything to go by, as in with the decal scissors, these will be
Yeah.
razor sharp because they are good scissors. So we'll bring some down. You can do a bit of for your tool review next Tuesday, or whenever you're going to do one again, and you can see what you think to them and see if they work.
Very nice. No.
Yeah.
I must admit, I have to say, I have used these. This isn't just one of those. Every time if I've got a bit of tape, especially like cutting Tamiya tape and little details and getting right in as well, where the other ones, you know you're going to be chewing your way through. This, it's a case of, right, got your smart scissors now, and then dink, that's it.
No.
I'll tell you what, they're epic scissors.
They are really, really
They
nice.
are.
Yeah.
I've used mine quite a bit. Like for you as well, cutting tape off and trimming.
Cool stuff like that, yeah.
Just straight through, like I said, there's no grabbing and tearing.
Yeah.
It's just it's a really good straight cut. You know, I know they're not cheap, but you get what you pay for in that kind of,
Definitely.
isn't it? So it's restocked. What we've had, loads of AK in, real colours back in, primers. We've got the new Gen 3 primers in,
Right.
all different flavours. So if you would like to nip over to that bit.
Where are we? Primers and varnishes.
That's
There
good.
we go. There they all are.
Sections in primers.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll phase out the old ones once they've all sold out and just stock Gen 3.
Mm-hmm.
So the one below it, some of them, so they will go. And we'll just stick with the Gen 3 because that's obviously taking over anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we've got them in. One. Sorry.
So the ones with the figures and the tanks and things, they're the old ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The ones at the top's the new ones, and yeah.
They'll be phased out.
Yes, so plenty of the new primers in, and obviously we've had a restock. So the things that are out of stock in the Mr. Colours, Mr. Services stuff will be coming in the next couple of weeks. They're on a big restock. The supplier are, so hopefully we should be getting them back in.
Yeah.
Soon.
We've also
Nice.
got Starship Filth back in.
Oh, with the oils.
With the oils and the sets, the aircraft sets are back in. I'm trying to think what came in without the sheet in front of me.
Yeah, so it was last week.
Cutting boards as well.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say Infinity boards, which they are really, aren't they? But the 1 and 2, they're back in,
Yeah,
which are a very useful thing to have in your toolbox.
definitely. We were discussing the virtues of that on Saturday.
So yeah,
Like I said, full range of AK real colours are all back in.
Yeah.
blooming heavy, I can tell you. And boxes are coming in really heavy. Stencils are back in as well, the little stencils, and AK Extreme Metals are coming back in as well. Tool wise, oh look, we've got some AK scissors.
Yeah, forgot about them.
We've got some new AK scissors.
Look. Wow.
Now, yeah. Again, I'll bring a set down. We could do a comparison.
We'll have a scissor off.
We'll have a scissor off. Yeah.
So yes, AK scissors. Mind you, it looks like it's a very short blade on that.
Yeah, it does. To be honest, they look very similar to these.
Do you know what I was saying? Are they photo etch ones? Because they look like really short.
They're not curved though, are
Yeah, I think they are.
they? Are they?
I think so.
Don't know. They look a bit curvy on here.
A bit curvy on the end, and they are. Look at them.
Look.
To be honest, there's only some out there. Could go and get paper. I'm not going to. We'll wait until you've done a scissor off review.
Scissor off. It sounds like a night I had at a stag party. Anyway.
Yeah, that's an old different. That's weekend show.
Yeah, that's over the 9 p.m. watershed hour show.
Questions of the Flory team.
Anyway, so yeah, full restock's coming in. It's like we always say with this thing, it's very fluid at the moment. But I think maybe, like we were saying the other day, we've probably turned the corner now on
Yes.
COVID supply problems. Everything seems to be now flowing a bit better and easier. I'm not going to go away, but touch wood, as we sit here now, things are starting to come through a little bit more on time when things are expected. And also delivery times, you were told one thing, it's in the ballpark. Whereas before, everyone was like, I haven't got a clue. You'll get it when you get it. So things are starting to move again. Thank
One thing
goodness.
that is happening with stock coming back into the country though, is prices are increasing. And if anybody looks on Airfix's own website, they've already increased their prices. We haven't increased our Airfix yet because we get ours from a different supplier, and our supplier hasn't increased them yet. So until they increase them,
There will be an increase on it.
There will be. It's going to come down the line. Absolutely.
100% there's going to be an increase on Airfix as and when.
So if you want to grab a bargain on Airfix, grab it now
Before it goes up.
before it
The
goes.
thing is, again, just to put this into context, because I had a lot of emails from it, and lots of you sent me. I've had statements from all these companies saying about pricing and how it's all gone and everything. Again, this is a little bit one of those knee-jerk things where I think it'll be disrespectful for people, but they take it completely the wrong way. I've heard people saying kits are going up by 50%.
Yeah.
And all it's not. It's going up by 10%. And really, when you think about it, for a 40 quid kit, you're paying an extra £4. So all right, if you're up at the top end and you're paying like 100 quid a kit, it's going to be 110. But kits aren't doubling in prices, and that's something I was hearing a lot, how because of COVID and because of shortages of supplies and with plastic problems and shipping and all this, that the prices are doubling. And that's how going to be the standard from now on. And again, I told everybody who spoke to me about it, I think that's rubbish. I'm not being funny. From our point of view, we are modelers primary. Secondary, we just happen to own companies that are in this industry. So we see it from all the different sides. And again, I think some people on social media, shall we say, get a little bit carried away and a little bit clickbaity, shall we say, with some of the titles of, doubling of kit prices and that, and it's all done for effect. The reality is it is going up by a little bit. And again, like we've spoken about before, certain manufacturers haven't actually had a price increase for quite a while. So they have been squeezed now, as you said, with shipping costs and various product costs. So now they're just putting them up by 10%. So you are just paying an extra, say, if you've got a 50 quid kit, it's going to cost you an extra £5. So it's not like a deal breaker. But say some of the stuff I was getting touted, where kits, it was 30 quid and now it's 90.
No,
it's not.
But a lot of tank range, they priced them at sort of like 27.99 and then now they're 30 quid. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they've gone up. Yeah, like I said, 10%. It's a slight increase.
Again, it's one of those things. I remember years ago with there was a bit of a glitch in the market, shall we say, with with shares going down, so monetary devalued. So you had that thing where, as it always, you knew where you stood with the pound against the euro and the pound against the yen and the pound against the dollar. It really all shifted. And I know at the time everyone was on about, oh, that's it now because the pound's quite weak and against the dollar or the yen or wherever you're going with it, it's going to make a massive difference. But as I said, most companies buy in dollars anyway. So, and they have money set around the world and that for this type of thing happening. So it's not like something that happens overnight. Smaller companies might suffer, but bigger companies, you sort of in position for it. So it doesn't affect it as much as everyone said. So, this thing where I was sent one thing and it was like, it was going up by basically, 50% minimum across the board. Well, no, it's not. It's going to go up by a couple of quid. So when you think about it as the prices of stuff, and paints and things like this that are supposedly going up and aftermarket. But again, if you just was talking about 10% on a bottle of paint, you're talking pence it's going up by, so I wouldn't worry about it. It's absolutely fine. We're all still going to be here.
When your cargo ship's just been fined $533 million for getting stuck in a canal for a couple of days, I suppose you've got to recoup the money from somewhere.
Yeah, but then you just go with another company.
Yeah.
So, that's it. And there's a reason these Greek people have these massive multi-billion-pound yachts at Monaco, isn't it, and all the rest of it. I'm sure they probably could afford it to get stuck. These tycoons that run all of these things. So anyway, right, so over on, we've got a pre-order has just gone up for the Cobra. Again, this one is just about to drop, so we've literally just put the pre-order up for this one.
Yeah, very short one.
I can vouch for it, having built it. Not that version, but one that's pretty much the same version as well. It's a fantastic kit. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was one of those builds which was flawlessly all the way through. It has got a couple of little tiny things, like the windscreen doesn't quite fit, but touch of glue, shimmer plasticard, and it's an easy fix. But generally, very, very nice. And it is here. Here it is. Look. And I have a shark mouth on mine, but then I hand painted mine on using crayons. So I cheated, but that is the early version. That's the late version. That's the late version. This is the early version. And again, I absolutely loved it. What I love about ICM kits, as I said before, I know I jokingly call them the Lidl company because it literally is no frills. So it's a very straightforward build. But you can add loads of detail to this, and like we said already, the aftermarket people are coming along. So one of my little bugbears was the lack of cockpit detail. That's got the same cockpit as this one, so it would be lacking in detail as well. But they are now releasing colour photo etch sets for it, and there's the 3D printed one coming down the line as well that I know of. And also people are already talking about engines, so you can actually put an engine in this one. The gun bays as well, there's a company that are apparently doing those as well, so you can have everything open on it, and all the panels. The main panels do come open for the gearbox, for the reduction gear and all the rest of it. But yeah, really very, very nice. So if you are a bit of a Cobra fan, or a member of the Huey family, as we call it, then definitely it is a kit for you. It's a fantastic kit. Goes together really, really nicely.
Like I said, we're expecting that one to be this month, next couple of weeks. So if you do want one, get your name down quick.
Yes.
Because it'll be,
They're doing the pilots as well, aren't they? Have you
Yes.
seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got seated pilots and you've got ground crew for it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like three figures, isn't there? One sat, well, on the picture is sat in the back of a Huey.
Yeah.
Which does make you wonder.
Yeah.
Does it? But
Yes.
obviously, when you look at the thing, he's actually sat on the wing of that, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, the little stub pylon on
The
it, yeah.
sticky out bit, he's sat on that talking to two ground crew and pilot or whatever.
Yeah.
But dude, actually, ICM figures I think are not bad at all. They're just some nice figures. So yeah, that's a pre-order up. We're going to have one. There's going to be some more coming up. We're just waiting for prices and pictures, especially Ed Odd stuff that we've mentioned the other week. We're
Yes.
still waiting on pictures. We've got prices. We need pictures of the box art. As soon as they've done, we'll get them up on pre-order. But they're not due till back end of the year anyway, or probably October, I think. So, what else is there? I'm trying to think. Oh, special offers.
Special offer
section. Got no more pre-orders. Special offers section.
Special offers.
What we've had in, which we've not had in for ages, damaged boxes. So that can tell up things are getting a bit back to normalish.
Yeah.
So yeah, and also just looking at the big Brabham,
Yes.
the pre-order for that has come in as well. So you have
Right.
invoiced and is invoiced just so. I think if you're still outstanding, if you could pay, we'll get that out to you.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Paint stand I can vouch for because I use it all the time.
I've got one as
Yeah,
well.
I've got one as well, yeah.
It is absolutely fantastic.
I'll tell you
If
what,
you do anything with cars or anything else like that, it's perfect.
I think
Because you can
everything,
hold it like it, or I've got the
Yeah.
other half of it.
Yeah, the grill,
armour, aircraft, anything they're good for.
Yeah.
the little twirly bit, with the clips.
So you can if you want to. You've got various different ways of doing these, isn't it? So, but that's how it comes as a sort of kit, isn't it? You can buy extra pegs if you want as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we sell them.
We do.
We sell the extra pegs.
Yes.
Now he's trying to work out how it goes.
So I can tell by the paint all over it because I do use it.
Yeah. I don't know where mine is. I've got one here somewhere. I don't know. Where is it?
Probably in your shed.
No.
But you can adjust, they're fully adjustable as well, so you can have these like outwards or inwards, so you're not putting too much pressure on what you're holding as well.
Yeah.
So, but really, really nice. I must admit, it's one of these things that I didn't have forever, and I only picked it up a couple of years ago, wasn't it? And
Yes.
it's one of those tools that you're thinking, why didn't I get one years ago? Instead of trying to hold it and then put it down or balance it on something, when you've got it on there, you just put it down.
Yeah.
And you're just good to go with it. So it's definitely one of those very handy tools to have.
So there's one in damaged box section, but then we've also got them in the.
We've got them in normal
Yeah.
one anyway. But yeah, when I had a discussion with the rep, shall we say, about what sells and what doesn't, he did mention them, and I was so sceptic about. Yeah, well, it's just you could get a cake stand under the same thing. Is that what I know people use them, but actually, like you, I didn't get one for a long time, and then once you've got one.
Yeah, you wouldn't be without it now. That's the
No,
thing. 'Cause
you
again,
do use it as a lot more than you think.
I've got the cape stand, which is great. But it's still low, isn't it?
Yes.
With this, because it's higher, but also you can hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can actually physically. What I love about this one is if you've got something else like this, you've got to sort of put it down and you catch your hand. But because it's on the stand, you can spray it and hold it, and then once you've done with it, you just put it down. So you're not actually getting the risk of knocking your paintwork, especially if you're doing gloss. Or a gloss coat, or everything else like that, or a very shiny finish that you don't want any dirt or touching it or anything at all. You can literally just pop it down, and again you can get hold of it without too much hassle as well. So yes,
You've sold it to me. I want another one now.
that's it.
I'd
Buy
like
two.
I just want to find the one I've actually already got here, to be honest. Really want to know where I put it. Because I know I used it on the E-Type. body. I wonder if it's
Yeah.
upstairs. Actually, it's upstairs. I did. I'd used it for something else, and I was at aerosol primary, and then I took it upstairs. So it's upstairs. Yeah, it is. I know where it is. Thank God.
Yes, there's a few more kits in the
in the damage section, and hopefully as well we'll have a consistent
supply of them there.
I'll tell you what is back in though, Phil. If you could just scroll up because I can't see.
Again, when we say damage,
Old crocodile clips too.
Yeah. A lot of these are you have to hunt to try and find damage on them, don't you?
Some of them you do, yeah, definitely. Just go back up to the top. I can't where it is. There, look, no, top, next to the Azagawa stuff. I say the Azagawa.
Italy.
The Pegasus Bridge.
Yeah.
We've got some of them back in.
Oh, right. Is this the wooden one or the...
This is the wooden one, and you know they're a bit like the old Esky dioramas we used to call them.
Yeah.
Used to get the figures and the trucks and tanks and all that. But yeah, this one you get. Is it MDF?
Yeah, it is. They're MDF.
It's got MDF, so you get.
It's only because I know. I remember picking one up once, and it weighs an absolute ton. Because I was expecting it to be plastic or vac form, and literally picked up the box. We was at Hobbyco at the time.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus, what is that made of? And it's like, oh, it's wood.
Because they've got that one and then the Berlin one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we've had that one in, but that one, the Pegasus one's back in. I don't know if, knowing Italeri, you see, this will be one of them that will go and you probably won't see it again, I reckon. Yeah. Or it'll be very limited. But yeah, it does weigh a ton. Like I say, you get all that you can see in the bottom.
Yes.
So the bridge, pretty much, is it? Or half a bridge.
Yeah.
And then obviously the figures and a couple wagon I can see, is it?
Yeah, we've got some artillery bits down in there.
Yeah. So they're back in. They've got slightly damaged boxes, so they're cheaper than.
Yes.
A lot cheaper than they should be, shall we say? But yeah, some good stuff in there. So we're nearly out of Azagawa, as you can see. Not a lot of that left. So yeah, grab them while they're in, because like I said, there's limited numbers on some of them, and we've got a few of some of the others. But like I say, once they've gone until we get some in.
Just talking about talking to reps and what sells and what have you. Can we go back into the Zvezda section?
Zvezda? What, the Zvezda section?
Yeah, we've had a large restock of civil aircraft, jets.
Down the bottom.
Not right that one, but sort of middle. Yeah,
there you go.
Right.
Airliner.com.
So we've been accused before of not having many airliners in. I think we've got every single airliner that Zvezda
that's
at the moment.
That's never going to happen ever again.
What capital with the bases, look.
Yeah, we've got everything. We've got 747s, 707s, Airbus, all sorts.
But again, isn't the Zvezda one, isn't the 747-800, that was reboxed by Revell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of them have been reboxed, haven't they?
Yeah.
And also we've got a pre-order for the 737, was it?
The Icelandair one.
Yeah. That is now, we will be getting that stock in very soon, so expectedly, I think there's only about 3 or 4 people wanted one of them, but they're now on the way to us, so we'll be invoicing them soon, probably mid next week sometime, hopefully.
That's what you want, look, the gas van. Forget the rest of it, you need a gas van.
Oh, they're upscaling that 35th.
Yeah.
Oh, are they? Oh, I'll wait for that.
Because I'm just thinking the same, because that's 143rd, isn't it? They did 2 versions. They did the gas van and the rescue one, I think. There's another one.
Yeah.
But they're upscaling that, because it's a UAZ, isn't it? I think is the company thing who make it in real life, and they're doing a 135th one, which is epic.
Yeah, we'll wait for that one then. That'll be a good one.
I was watching the Russian version of Chernobyl, the film, the other day.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, got loads of those things in there.
Yeah.
The rescue one.
It was slightly different, wasn't it, to the because it's dubbed in English.
Yeah.
Badly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It was like, when you watch the HBO version of it, and then you see the Russian version of it, slightly different.
HBO's more about what happened, whereas the Russian one more about the people want it.
Yeah. Well, also they didn't blame really the state and that, where obviously the HBO one did.
Yeah.
So yes. But no, very good. But there you go. Loads of Zvezda in at the moment. Lots of stuff, as you can see. And they are great kits, and again, very competitively priced. One thing I might actually build, if I don't do the 35th scale one, I might end up doing a 72nd MI8.
Yeah.
Because they're very nice kits, and it's not a small helicopter. There's your Halo.
It's back in stock as well.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like when we did the sale, they were in, but it's coming back in stock. So that is.
And another one which is back in, obviously, is the SU-35 Planker D, which is one we all built, or a lot of us built.
Yeah.
So very nice indeed.
Just before we sign off, is go to Bandai. X-Wings are back in.
Look.
Because
Very
the
nice.
ones we had in first time sold out really fast.
Yeah.
So we've got some more back in. So the X-Wings are back in. Obviously the ATAT and ATST and all the other stuff. Hopefully the other stuff will dribble through, to be honest.
Yeah.
Can't remember who it was who was asking me about the Millennium Falcon, and also somebody's asked me to order a load of stuff from one of our suppliers.
He's on holiday.
He's on holiday at the moment, so I can't contact him until Monday.
Right,
So,
okay, fair enough.
I am on it, just, he's gone for walkabouts.
Literally.
Literally.
He has literally gone for walkabouts, and guess what? Dinner time tomorrow, I'll be on walkabout as well. And I won't be back in until Tuesday next week. So just to clarify this,
Yes.
from if you want to do it quick, you need to order it as soon as you see the show, because you've got until literally tomorrow lunchtime, I would say 12:30 cut off.
Yeah.
Before the post gets picked up, and then after that, any orders after that will not be then done until Tuesday. And if we have a load of orders, that might roll into Wednesday. So we'll see how the weekend. But we're shut for Andy, me. I'm obviously coming to see you. So there's nobody here at all. We are shut, and we're going to have a nice weekend of a meet up and food and drink and a chill.
You're okay. I've cleaned the barbecue and everything. Did it last night.
Oh God, we're not going to get salmonella then.
No, you're okay. I've turned it. I've done the usual. I've just turned it up to like max, left it for an hour, come back and scraped it all. So all the moss and fungus has burnt off.
No. All the relish.
All the relish from last year's been burnt off, and it's good to go again.
Yeah, before.
Yeah, we actually 2-year-old stuff on there. Anyway, it looks like new. It's fine.
I was checking the weather last night to see what the weather was going to be like.
My shorts and vest are packed.
Yes, that's all you need. Your flat cap.
The flip flops. I'm expecting it to be like. I'm expecting to be like when I get off the plane in the Med.
I'll tell you what. As I look here, and I'm not lying, I cannot see a cloud in the sky.
It's nice,
That's how typical this is. But we were supposed to get heavy rain now, and it was supposed to be clear for the weekend. Yet we didn't get it yesterday. It was clear and dry yesterday, no rain at all. I even mowed the lawn. And today, as I look out the window here, there's not a cloud in the sky.
According to the forecast I was looking at, it was rains Friday, rains Saturday, rains Sunday.
Have you seen it though next Tuesday?
But then nice Monday.
Hey, have you seen it from Monday, Tuesday next?
Yeah, it'd be
What's
lovely.
up here as well.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
It wouldn't be our barbecue weekend if it was sunny.
Yeah, true.
That's why I've got a 40-foot roof out there.
That's a good thought, yeah. Have we had a barbecue yet where it has been sunny? I think we've had one.
The last one wasn't bad.
I think the last one was okay. I think the last one was okay.
Hey, we've been outside in the middle of winter, haven't we, at his house? So.
Well, literally, yeah. We've done Halloween, New Year.
Halloween out there and New Year's and everything. It's fine.
Doesn't matter to get wrapped up. It doesn't matter, does it?
That's it. Get the heaters on. It's fine.
You just have to pack for all weathers, don't you? When you go away in the UK, you've just got to make sure you.
Yeah. You don't know quite what you're going to get.
And if not, we're off down to Trago for wet weather gear.
Yeah, that's it. For a wetsuit.
So.
Right, okay then guys, that'll do us again for today. Thank you very much for joining us. We will be back with you next week. As I said, we're having a bit of a get together at the weekend, first time almost in 2 years. So obviously we're all going to get together, have a bit of a barbecue and stuff like that. We will be doing some bits and pieces. We will be doing some reviews and that as well, so keep an eye out. They will filter their way through to make it. But basically, as of Tuesday next week, everything will be back to normal as we're making our way through.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Right, okay then guys, we'll leave it there. Happy modelling, take care. We'll see you again all very, very soon. Bye.
Bye.